Alright, we back in this bitch. We get ready for this trial. Let's see who killed Chihiro. Let's get this shit, man. Alright, let's fucking go, bro. I think I forgot how to do trials and shit, so we're gonna have to see how this goes, bro. So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember? Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like that, and just like he said, a few moments later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. Oh, what? Why is Otto still on? I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, house onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? Time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. So I made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. You have no choice, right? You have to do this. Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. Couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. Damn, we back in here again? No, bruh. No way we back here, bro. Steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Is it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay, then let's get this show on the road.
Chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. I must have thought he was spitting right there. Okay, now I know from now on to get through that part first, then end the video. Increase the influence gauge, effective during the +5. Okay. What other skills do I have? Okay, I got this. Oh, alright, okay, so I only have 2. Alright, let's open the handbook. I mean, I remember everything. I literally did this earlier today. Doing 2 videos in one day? Crazy.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Hold up. Okay, let me see. Selecting truth bullets. Use the white button to bring up a list of truth bullets to choose from. It's for this one. It's only 1. So choosing classmates to do this. Blah blah blah. I know how to do that. Fast forward. Okay, holding down the B button. Okay. So holding down the B button.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Hold on, let me go down to the strip real quick. My fault. My fault. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
It's the dumbbell. First, you have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. It's a dumbbell. Easily. Come on now. Yeah. Locker room dumbbell. Talk to me.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
That it was. That it was.
The killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
Shoot it! What the fuck?
Would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Oh my god. No. It wasn't a. It wasn't. Bro.
Fatal injury.
Oh, because I don't have any
Appears
gauge.
it
Oh
was a
shit.
head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron. No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Talk to him, Makoto. Talk to him.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
Mm-hmm.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Is it?
As far
I
as
didn't
I'm
really fucking see it,
concerned,
twin.
there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
My nigga Dub, we need to get that.
So creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Right. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates, which I can hear. Oh my god. Absolutely. This is debate. Lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines. Think of them as obstacles in your debate. There's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach a silencer, which can shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with the silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well, then good luck and have fun. Okay, well, it's not gentle. It's on medium. Genocide Jack case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
That's wrong!
No, it's wrong! I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of
That's a
it
good
is
question.
probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Bloodlust.
It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other
Fucking
characteristic,
idiot.
and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Bitch, I don't know. It has to do with the positioning of the body. No, how the victim was positioned.
I got it!
Yeah.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What, bro?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You son of a bitch. How the fuck you come to that conclusion?
Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like
Right?
Blotophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not be Toko. He says she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Oh, that, split personality shit, right? What, nigga, what? SH? Fuck, search. Schizophrenic? Schizia? Oh? Schizio.
Now I understand.
Schizio? What the fuck is that?
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Fine. Kyahaha. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Kyahaha. It hit real fucking hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top and a bottom. See a truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. Damn. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Oh, so you are up. You's a
This is all
up.
lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh.
What?
You
Oh no,
promised.
Byakuya, you's a bitch.
I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how
Don't you
many
stink?
times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Damn.
I hate you.
Well,
Damn.
the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. Huge sight echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Genocide Jill.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Right?
What happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
Love is blind.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a vacuum. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
She got that Monokuma laugh on me. This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the
Damn.
police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
No, it's not. What the
It's a
fuck?
necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well,
Yeah.
let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a
fair
secret
enough.
like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a
Came out
very
already
clear
anyway.
motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Oh, damn.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah.
Right?
I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. She said I need to get some more details about all of this. Okay, what's my truth bullet? What's my truth bullet? Talk to me, Makoto. Talk to me, man. Status of the dead body. Oh, can I review it?
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Right. Status of the dead body. Status of the dead body. Let me see. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, buddy has been suspended and her hands have been bound with some kind of rope. Her fatal injury was a blow to the head.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof
Modus
do we need? Give it up.
So that was it?
You killed her.
So that was it, huh? The modus operandi?
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that. Do you really expect any of us to believe?
Perhaps if you had an alibi.
Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus
No, it's wrong.
Talk to me, Makoto. I don't really understand this one. Talk to me.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so
Oh, that's what
sure
you're talking about?
that.
That's right, because she's in the thing it
I think
used
there's
scissors.
a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no
Copyright?
creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one difference between the murders. And the photos from the genocide look like at the neck and the stomach. You can see
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
They got stabbed.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Can you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Right on me.
Are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
How the body was suspended. As you suspended in the body. Photos of the genocide like all the individuals were stabbed through their hands. Here you see a clear difference. What was used? What was used? Yep, it was
Do
rope.
you remember what the killer used to suspend her?
No, it was an extension cord
They used
actually.
some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
You know how fucking hard you gotta stab someone to fucking make them stick with a pair of.
I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangements. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac?
Big Mac.
Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. The patterns around the genocide Jack victims and Chihiro didn't fit it. Pick the name to every victim Jules notices. I think I figured it out. No way she couldn't have killed Chihiro. It was her friend. Okay, because Chihiro was a girl. That is right. Every single person she did kill was a man.
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken, Harada, Tebaba, Shoji, Kano, Takashi, Komama, yeah, all them niggas.
They were all guys?
That's right!
Yep.
The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
She's fucking demented.
I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
Ooh.
I would never
Talk your
kill
shit,
for a reason
nigga.
as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That
is true.
does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
I'm pretty sure there'll be scissors somewhere.
I don't just use any scissors! I only use my own set of high-class, envy of the entire world scissors!
Is it a different voice actor from when she turns into this person?
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Ooh.
Da-da-da-da!
This is crazy.
She's fully equipped.
That's
Like a
right!
JoJo
So
character.
I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, you can, you gutter dogs, all of you. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
See, hold on, there is one person who could have copied Genocide Jack cases. Who? Hold on. No. Okay, hold up. Person that could have copied it. Who the fuck could have copied it? You talking about? Fuck. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm thinking Byakuya because of the whole extension cord thing. But that doesn't really make sense. Fuck. Okay. Who the fuck could have copied? I'm gonna go with Kuya.
Here's my answer.
Oh, I got it.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Oh, that. Oh. I'm a dumbass. Oh my fucking god.
Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
I'm fucking stupid. Of course that's it, bro. Oh, I'm dumb. Hey, all that matters is how you get to the solution, man. I used a different formula, but I got the right answer. That's all that matters.
Saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he
damn.
rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it.
But nah. Kuya wouldn't do. Kuya would probably notice the scissors though. So I'm as much as I wanted to be him, cause fuck that nigga.
Behind it all? Oh, I'm on fire!
Oh, okay, chill. But as much as I wanted to be Kuya, so we can kill this nigga off, he's a fucking pussy. It can't be him. He's way too smart.
What's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
That is true. In the locker rooms, they're suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious. It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
But we didn't know it was Chihiro, though.
That, I'd say.
No, but we didn't
There's
know.
something very strange.
Okay then.
Talk to him, Makoto.
What's so strange about it? Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
The clear contradiction, like I said, just, you need to make it clear to everybody. New elements added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it would disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. You don't seem to have any... If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. What's the best time to use a flashback? Well, you just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, I will say that if you don't use the flashback, you won't be refuting anything. So then good luck and have fun. Okay. But okay, so it's because we didn't know Chihiro. We didn't know it was Chihiro, though. We didn't know it was Chihiro.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting
That's true, because he was.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
Okay, so...
taking me with you?
Okay, so we used the first one. We used the first one. There's a clear contradiction there because it isn't. We could have known before we found it. Okay, I didn't make. Yeah.
So, you said acting kind of weird before we found the body.
But he was acting. If you're presented with the opportunity, that's unnatural.
The victim. Hero.
No.
We didn't know that. We didn't know that, my nigga. We didn't know it was Chihiro. Talk to him, Makoto. Talk to this
I'll tell you
nigga.
what's so strange about that.
Talk to him,
Because
Makoto.
up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Not really. It just like I said before. I don't think it's Kuya because Kuya wouldn't do something as dumb as this.
Is that it?
He
Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Like I said before, he would have used scissors. At least some kind of scissors to try to make it seem like, you know, Toko didn't have a pair. This will be Byakuya's attitude. It's like he doesn't even care. Got him cornered, but he's acting like it was nothing to do with him.
You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is, I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof
Then
that I'm
help
the
me!
culprit, you mean?
There's just in this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? Library desk lamp. Okay, so this is probably the truth bullet. Right, this one right here.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But
She does.
Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right. It absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oh, your cap is fucked. 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 Your cap is fucked.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Y'all didn't see that? Dude, what the fuck?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Yeah! He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. And it's just he's not even involved. Wait, not even
What's
involved?
wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still.
No. I mean, yeah, you'd have to be a
Something
1,000%
still
sure.
bothering me.
Is
What is
that
it, Makoto?
right?
Talk to me.
And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all
Homicide
that
gang?
bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihira's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said is the truth? I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The scene! Because, I mean, yeah, if he would have went in there, he would have got lit up by that fucking Gatling gun, right?
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Oh, right.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
I sure as fuck. I see the vision, Makoto. I see the vision. Hey, Byakuya, did that just take you off guard? When Sori suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya would have been so confident up to now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have taken place somewhere
don't
else.
just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Alright, nigga, calm down. Evidence that shows the murders took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and girls' locker room. What's her account? Jiro has... No, the carpet. There it is. That disappearing stain. No, fuck. Okay, no. Fuck. Okay. No. I'm all right. It's the other one then. It's the other one. It was the other one. Is it not this one? Fuck! This was between the girls. There was something that was switched between the boys. Oh, are you talking about the posters? The posters?
I got it!
Oh, the
proof
posters.
that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
I was thinking the carpet because of because you remember Sakura said that the carpet, she spilled coffee on the carpet, but somehow that coffee stain got in the boys' locker room. All right, whatever.
Is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I don't know, maybe they're lesbian, bro.
I bet those
Judge him,
massive
Makoto?
jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile,
Chill.
the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Oh, what the fuck? So why'd I get it wrong?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Oh, that's some bullshit. I was on the right track.
Coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that. It's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Yup. It sure as fuck was. Oh shit. It's
I
wide.
got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
I thought it was some shit. I thought
Definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
I thought the nigga shitted himself in the locker room. I ain't gonna lie to you, twin.
Does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually,
Ain't lying.
an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker room, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly
What?
doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could you really have gone to the boys' locker room somehow? The broken e-handbook. Can I review it? Can I review that one?
Is it really possible?
Broken e-handbook. One of the main handbooks found in the main hall has been proved. Okay.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook.
No!
No. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
Fucking idiot.
By how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
I mean, it doesn't matter if they're fucking dead,
Actually,
right?
the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring!
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Hold up. Is that it then? Jiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya's the only one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
How much time? 51
There's
minutes?
no way
Okay.
she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
what?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait! Just what do you think you're doing?
I mean, breaks do happen in real life trials.
This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
Stick a monocle looks
Well,
fucking
all right
stupid.
then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was... Where'd she take us at?
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time. Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Yeah, this nigga's sick.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Nigga, I know you're not religious.
Very well.
Hell no.
I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Nigga, she's more of a man than me.
No, it's okay.
Shit.
I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then begins to quickly
Be
examine
sure
her
to
body.
check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What?
What is it?
What?
Not possible. It's not possible.
What happened? Sakura's eyes were staring whitely at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
What?
Is what?
Right?
A boy!
Oh! Oh!
I see.
What? Hold on, hold on.
She was actually a he. Interesting. for confirming this fact.
Oh my god! No way! My nigga Chihiro was a cross-dresser? Wow!
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then... it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro
Wow.
Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's
Wow.
what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
What?
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
So Chihiro really was a guy, bro? Oh
We've all just
god.
learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Okay, so the fact that he was possibly murdered in the boys' restroom. What the fuck? Boys' locker room makes way
well,
more sense now.
I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. Thought that never even
And
crossed my
because the
mind.
victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
That nigga sweating. That nigga didn't even know.
His handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still
Damn.
don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
So own up to it, bitch.
I
You
knew
ain't know
he
it.
felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
Titillating.
So now
Wow.
everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I
Still don't think it was him.
think he might not actually be the killer after all.
I agree, Makoto. I agree.
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He's just not that
He just seems
stupid.
to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He
does overt
consciously
mean?
chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but...
Nah, Makoto, you hit that shit right on the fucking money. Nigga just trying to act all cool with his
It's
bitch
fine.
ass.
I guess I'll mark it as correct, for the time being.
Mark it as
You on dick.
correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking
Why?
with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
You're gonna cry.
Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
Ow, ow, that's loud, that's loud, that's loud.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Who done it?
I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously
Right.
gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No,
Nah.
I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong,
Facts.
we all die here.
That's true.
Facts.
Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Not a
Of course
goddamn
I do.
thing.
What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we all know about the killer. He was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. The killer is a guy because they were able to get the guy's room. Or the guy in his locker room. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it would have to be a guy. That's not enough. I need to find some more clues. Celeste's account. What'd she say?
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Hold up. No, it's Celeste's account. I don't know, Celeste said something about on the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Presumably she was on her way to exercise, but the clothes were not found at the crime scene. Celeste had not told anyone other than Makoto about this encounter. So she was spotted at the warehouse with some blue exercise clothes in a duffel bag. Okay.
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over.
I'm sure that's it,
It's
but you never know.
over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
No! No! That's wrong.
It's wrong.
No, okay, that was right. My fault.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered.
The victim.
What do you think, Celeste?
Bro, I'm thinking too much. I thought he said someone seen the murderer.
Now
What the
that you
fuck?
mention it, yes. I did see him.
I'm overthinking it.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever. Just hurry up and tell us.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Track jacket and a duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
Not a
Seems
not a
likely that
thing.
the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
What'd he say? I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So,
Could be.
Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Well, it makes sense of why he
Because
declined
was afraid
now.
you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Woohoo! What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Kyoko, I'm tired of you doing this bullshit. My nigga, if I clearly don't fucking know, help me, nigga. Come on the fuck on, bro. I'm not trying to fucking die.
You know who the killer is.
I don't know who the fuck it is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Kyoko, I'm gonna beat your ass. Hey, if you don't tell me who the fuck it
Sure
is.
about that. You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine.
Right?
Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
I mean, the jacket was
The
blue.
bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
I was thinking because it's a blue. I thought from I inferenced that all the boys got a blue track jacket. That's what I assumed. So maybe like it has something to do with it. I don't know. The Shiro track jacket really holds some clue about the killer. Somehow it's really hard to believe. Celeste account.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
That he
So
was.
next
That he
we have to
was.
ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I
Whoa.
don't even have a tracksuit.
It's a big ass.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
I think I know. I think I know. I think I know. I think I know it. I think I know
What
it.
he just said without even realizing it?
Yup. Uh-huh. Yup. Because the thing is, though, nobody said that the tracksuit was blue. That nigga did it. That Mondo did it. How do you know something like that?
First of all, we
Mondo
know where
fucking
Chihiro
did
was
it.
headed.
Fuck.
He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did
But can I
he
use-
choose
yeah,
the
it's- it's-
specific
yeah,
tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! It matched the one that...
Oh, what's your...
The killer was wearing the... No, it's wrong.
No one said anything about a blue tracksuit, Mondo. You fucked up, man. Oh my
Hold
god.
on a second, Mondo.
Mondo did it?
What did you just say?
Oh my god.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assume he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why
Yup.
did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Damn.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then,
Damn.
Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
Did you fucking kill her?
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Nigga, we didn't fucking see
No,
it, bro.
that
No.
can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Damn, Mondo.
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Look at her
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Why?
What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
I'm playing as Kyoko? The way he was acting?
There was a certain turning. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Damn.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
Bro, you killed my nigga, bro. Come on, gang. Oh, you definitely did it. Oh, damn. Oh,
You've been
Oh
all
my
over
God.
me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Oh, hear this nigga
It's
go.
true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
This big ass nigga did say he has some shit.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Nigga, just
Oh
fucking
yeah,
speak.
that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, did
Sure.
your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Found on the ground, right? Then it must belong to Chihiro.
I got it! We know
Would be
Chihiro's
Mondo's.
handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
Mm-hmm.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did they? There's only one possible explanation. He said he couldn't hack it. By hitting its weak point. By hacking it, maybe? No.
Shoot!
Well, fuck. By exploiting a bug? Hitting its weak spot? Its weak point?
I got it!
I don't know.
You already
Really?
told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You said that?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
Choo.
Then allow
Promise.
me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
200 degrees?
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Weren't you in that sauna the other day, though?
Trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
Maybe Chihiro knew, because he was the ultimate programmer and somehow told Mondo. I'm sure Mondo did it, because...
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Oh, yeah, Mondo sure as fuck
They'd
did.
realize it was
He sure as
broken, of
fuck
course,
did.
and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
Because him, Mondo, and Taka were in that
once
sauna
they
that
had
day.
Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Yup, sure as fuck do.
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
What about the handbook behind it? If you went who all their clothes in the sauna, it was Mondo. Yup. Mondo, you really did fucking do it. That's crazy, my
Here's
nigga.
my answer.
Come on, gang.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
Why the nigga
But
do that
little
shit?
did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. This background music go crazy. Oh fuck! I have to choose now. Fuck.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during the sun. Just prove that. Then what will show that the handbook Mondo actually was actually what the
Let's
fuck?
test Makoto's assertion.
Huh. No wait, how do you switch your Oh, hold on the left bumper.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Fuck!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Their Mondo's handbook during that Sauna showdown. If I could just prove that, then what would shit that the handbook Mondo has actually be?
Let's test Makoto's
So okay, hold on.
assertion.
It's the card reader. It's not possible for two people to enter at the same time. Okay, it's the card reader. Chihiro's e-handbook. His handbook was not found on a corpse and has apparently gone missing. And what was the other one?
If what he says is correct,
In the
then
broken
Mondo-
handbook. Fuck. Alright.
You broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Fuck, I don't know.
See?
That might be it.
Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo
I
wouldn't
really
hurt a
though?
fly.
Was I really though? Just prove that. Actually must mean.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
That's wrong though. It's wrong. I knew it. It's not right.
Shoot.
Then you call me a little bitch? Fuck, I don't know. I don't know what it
Let's
is,
test
bro.
Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo,
You broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look, Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
I'm so lost. I'm so lost. Wait, hold up. Hold up.
Let's
Let me try
test
something. Let me try something. Let me try
What he
something.
says you broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look, Makoto was wrong.
No, fuck. I'm finna look it up, bro. I have no clue. I'm gonna fucking die. No, fuck.
let's test
Okay, so
Makoto's
that's not
assertion.
it.
If
Okay,
what he says
let me
you
try
broke your own. In other words, if Mondo, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn
Fuck!
Shoot.
I'm gonna fucking die. What contradiction?
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's hand, then that proves.
well, my god,
Don't tell me it's this, bro.
works just fine.
What the fuck?
See?
Oh my god.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh my god. How many times have I fucking heard this shit already? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get this shit over with.
You broke your own. In other words, if Mondo, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn
I'm so lost on this one.
No.
What the fuck? Talk to me, Makoto. Talk to me. Cause I'm so fucking lost. Talk to me, bro. Put this much on auto, please.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's
That's
kind
not
of
how
a
it
gray
works.
area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Damn.
Son of a bitch. What's wrong,
Yo.
bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong.
Damn.
You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Oh, don't dick right
Then
this
why
thing
don't
now.
we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Right. Fuck. There's something everyone has that you need to get into the locker rooms. Which locker room did Chihiro go into? The boys. As the murder took place, some blast powder onto something, didn't it? So the truth the killers switched around those purpose as well as something else. The poster. Which locker room did the killer move to? Girls. The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it to the scene of the crime. Wait. Wait, hold up. Alright, I think I fucked up. Could have been. If Vega arrived at the scene, would he use to disguise what had happened? Bloodlust. Where did the killer go after they were done? Well, this is the only. Nope. The sauna. I feel like this is wrong, but we'll see. Alright, we'll see.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Oh.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Okay, so I did get it right. Okay,
The
cool.
killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Damn.
Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Damn, not the government, damn. Not the government.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
Nigga, I just showed the
You
evidence.
need evidence. You need proof.
Bitch, I did show the
Without
proof.
any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
I just fucking did, man. Evidence that Mondo's the killer, that already revealed itself early in the trial. I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. New element has been added to bullet time battle. Would you like to learn more? Absolutely. Let's talk about fever time and nega time. What do you mean by that? Nega time? What? During a bullet time battle, if you press the right bumper, fever time will activate and tempo will force to it max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. You can push the A button however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if you got access to a special time, right? So we also prepare something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle, the tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you activate Viva Time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I'm worried about. Surprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Nega Time. Well, then good luck and have fun. Okay, so if I just use Fever Time when he uses Nega Time, we're good.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote.
I forgot you have to press
Show me
Y.
some evidence.
This should prove it. If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we don't gotta do that.
Damn.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Damn. Nigga just admitted to just killing him. Why?
Bro, what are you saying?
This is going on for 102 minutes. How much is that? Damn. This is gonna be damn near 2 hours.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I think we all know who it is, man. Yeah. My nigga, not even my nigga no more. Nah, twin. Ah, game. You killed your hero and for what, bro?
What?
Uh-oh, it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Iwata.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? I'm not saying why, I mean fucking nigga, he fucking did it. Why? Why'd you do it?
Now then.
Looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so let me explain on his behalf. The story of this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward to text. What? Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Jiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember it, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness. Take on that fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that way as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. No matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him. It was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, that shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Once the killing game had begun, here at the school, he had no choice but to accept that fact. After all, this word is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced a revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust in such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
Also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I could talk about it later. I'll try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance. I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better. That thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
He was had to start exercising. He thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. The person he went to, it was me. Sure was. The bike gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promise were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was a very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that. So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep that promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he's done? That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep a secret? Everyone knew he'd been killing the boys' locker room. That everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... He had to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Mondo did all that to keep his promise he made to Chihiro, who he also killed. Damn. Why would he do that? Nigga, ask him, not ask me. Why are you talking to him? I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Doesn't matter what. I didn't want anyone to know. So that's what triggered it after all. Possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
It's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone. It's impossible.
Repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. If you don't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while you're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Ooh. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums riffraff across the country tremble. The only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's oldest brother name was Daya Awada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his bigger brother, to imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. Before anyone knew it, they had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. Yuck. Well, Mondo started to think about how... my fault. He would have to take over the gang from his brother someday. His brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. He's gonna take over for Daya, huh? I created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Someone like that really be our leader? All that to do is make the game look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I just...
Gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
Crazy Diamond? Is that a JoJo reference? I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. During the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed away with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. Suddenly, laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep this game together. Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger, under the banner of the kid who had bested his big brother. Daya was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's life became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I just...
I'm strong. Strong. And yet... soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At this point, it was clear I would have no problem with shrouding light on his secret. Or shredding? Mondo killed his own older brother. No. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death and all the good I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why. That's why I. Mondo. Just saw what Monokuma had on me. I had filled up with some kind of fuzzy uneasiness. It just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Cherry asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Because, I mean, you kept that secret all the time, right? If anyone would find out, you would... You're right,
I
but...
want to change.
Damn. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife on my gut. Like he was exposing the lie I've been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should be able to tell everyone my secret? I was jealous. Jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness to try and overcome it. The kind of strength I never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now? I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I feel like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was to sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why'd you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to.
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
That's right.
I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong. Okay. Stronger than you. Okay, I see the dynamic now. I see the dynamic.
Son of a bitch!
And stronger than fucking Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet covered in blood. A dumbbell in my hand, I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey.
I killed him.
Killed him.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hit that weak side for everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't get free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what his true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't. Bastard. Shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say that again. I dare you. Okay, I say as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but of course I can't do that right now because it's time for punishing. It's fast approaching. Punishing.
Kid me.
Execution?
Well now.
What harms you, right? The blackened that deserves peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo or what? The ultimate biker gang leader. No. Wait.
Give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I said wait.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Pussy. $120 minutes. This is 2 hours. Oh my god. I have to cut this up. Oh, look at this nigga, bro. What the fuck? Where'd the nigga body go? Turn that nigga into fucking butter. Easy to put that shit on his pancakes. That's fucking ridiculous. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. Can't be. My brother. Another murder, another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. Like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. My nigga, you doing too much. You doing too much. It's like a sad screen invaded our skulls. We were forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to. One disappointment. This is the end of the game. But Byakuya, you're completely insane. You know that? Again, one of our friends is dead. Do you realize that? Of course I do. Because this game is life or death. I have anything to say. I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that. Just don't understand why. Why'd you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime? Why? Is it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the fucking bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual. So you ignored the nighttime rule too. Everyone never matters to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
I don't particularly care. Please continue. Night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. Mondo coming out the girls' locker room. He'd gone. I looked inside and saw the corpse. When you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. He's saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning. Right. Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. So I decided to lend a little helping hand. Though it would have livened things up. Did all that to liven things up? After hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that with the fake murder scene. Damn, man. If you hadn't figured out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Obviously, I would have revealed that truth before they reached that point. Of course. Becca turned and looked me right in the eye, with their sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become black, I know who I have to watch out for.
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied? Yes. We're done listening to your story. Moving on. Something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Monokuma! This goes over 125 minutes. It's crazy. Oh, I'm up next? You have to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? If you know, this punishment, this despair is not just for you. All this despair is my gift to mankind itself. You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope into despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean?
What the heck?
Mean, okay. Mean. Good grief. I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as a victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh, how exciting.
The noble son of a noble family, truly, you understand me. This is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up. I'd never shoot to your level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm gonna find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
The name of the Tommy family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
So cool, like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash bomb for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's left appeared against the courtroom. The court closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue. Because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. A kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell and more of a future than us. All of our courage, our friendship, efforts, felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's a traitor? There's one thing I'd like to ask.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Damn. So that's it. That's chapter 2. 10 of us surviving. 10 of us survivors. My fault. To be continued. One Piece? Crazy diamond present. Yes, I'd like to save the data. Of course I would like to. Okay. Shit. I just saved. Alright, so that'll do it. That's the end of the trial. Damn, that my nigga Chihiro. But, damn, bro. Alright, well, I'll catch you guys in the next one.